Franny K. Stein, Mad Scientist, Book 7, The Frandidate Chapter 3. Let's get this party started. Miss Shirley was Franny's favorite teacher of all time. Franny's earlier teachers hadn't really understood her, and it's difficult to learn from somebody that runs screaming from the classroom every time you walk in. But Miss Shirley was almost never afraid of Franny, and usually had something interesting to teach. Franny paid close attention as Miss Shirley began writing that day's lesson on the blackboard. For a moment, Franny was so thrilled that she almost shouted. It looked like Miss Shirley was writing electricity, along with chemistry, nuclear power, and brain removal. Electric power was one of Franny's favorite subjects. But as Miss Shirley finished writing, Franny could see that she had written election, which, when compared to electricity, sounded pretty darned boring. An election is when people vote for a person who will represent them and organize them if necessary, lead them. Miss Shirley explained. We'll be electing a president of the class. Franny perked up a little. Can this president tell everybody what to do and punish them if they disobey? Franny asked, while she quickly sketched out a few ideas for a dungeon she could build at the school for just that purpose. Well, maybe not punish, but the president can help determine some of the rules in the class. And the president is a person that people usually look up to, and I suppose that the president does tell people what to do, said Miss Shirley. Franny smiled. Maybe this wasn't so boring. So I want you all to decide who you want to be president of the class, Miss Shirley continued. People who want to be elected are called candidates. If you want to be a candidate for president, you'll need to tell us all why. The class will be sharing these ideas all week long. May the best man win. Franny smiled to herself. It was more like may the best friend win. Chapter 4. Some people wouldn't know a good idea if it crammed a carrot down their throats. Franny loved the idea of being president. It was kind of like taking over. But if people voted for you, they were giving you control. You weren't really taking anything. The next day, Franny came to school with some posters illustrating the improvements she was going to make. Her ideas were so brilliant that she was sure as soon as the kids heard them, they would elect her president on the spot. If elected class president, I will allow a brain-enlarging ray for kids that aren't smart enough, big bottles to stuff noisy kids in, robots that will make sure you eat a healthy lunch every day, and chalk that explodes if you write the wrong answer. As Franny was explaining how wonderful exploding chalk would be, she began to realize that the kids were not electing her on the spot. They weren't applauding, they weren't even smiling, and that one kid who hadn't wet his pants for a long time was squirming, as if he might do it again. Franny was amazed that when Percy started talking about new playground equipment, 3 of the kids cheered. And when Alexandra talked about less homework, 5 of the kids applauded. It was as if Percy and Alexandra knew exactly what to say to get the group excited. If Franny was going to win this election, she knew that she'd have to give this class what it wanted. This was going to take more than a few brilliant posters. Hey, Franny, would you like to read some of my comics with me? Not now, Freddy. I got work to do. To the lab, Igor. Chapter 5. Pleasing all of the people all of the time. Simple enough. Franny started preparing to assemble things her classmates liked. The girls like kittens, she said, and the boys seemed to enjoy soccer. Everybody likes candy, she said, and Igor ran and got 2 big bags of chocolate bars. And I think they like clowns. They like clowns, don't they? She asked Igor. Igor shrugged his shoulders. Franny began tossing everything into her atomic combiner. Most mad scientists have one, you know. And puppies, and crayons, and balloons, and cake. She commanded. Igor handed her one after the other. Franny began to grin. And now we automatically combined them, and all that's left is to present it to the class. Franny pressed the button, and the air was filled with the unmistakable aroma of kitten molecules fusing with clown atoms.